Okay, so good morning everybody, and it's a beautiful morning. It's frosty, a little bit icy, and we've got this glorious sun shining. And this morning we're off down to the woods for a bit of a chill out, make some breakfast and a brew on the fire, and a bit of sanity for a few hours. And this will be the last few days of relative quiet, with summer lockdown measures ending next week. So we'll come back to you when we get down to the woods. My, it's gotten awful noisy, and we're just heading down to the old subway, and on the other side of the subway is where the woodlands begin. Beautiful morning, bloody cold like, but I'm not complaining. And there's our subway. God, it's cold in here. But it started to get quieter, which is a good thing. Almost at the end of the subway. Here we are. Oh, noisy again. Beautiful. So let's carry on. And here we are at the woods. Absolutely stunning. And just come onto the woods off the road. And as usual, I'm going to look for a suitable spot to have a little fire, brew and breakfast. Right, so we found a little secluded spot for a brew here, and we've got this little billy can thing on. So really looking forward to this brew as per. Right, so the water's just about to boil. I'm going to have a brew and a fag, and then going to make a bit of breakfast on the fire. Just have a quick look round. Fairly quiet today, apart from a multitude of birds. And this is smelling really good up to now. So we've got a butterbean chilli here, so it's just olive oil, onions, garlic, chilli, butter beans and tomato puree. And I've just put a bit of couscous in there, and some herbs from the back garden at home, and a little bit more chilli. This should be ready in a minute, and I'm really looking forward to it. Right, so breakfast cooked, and I've just loaded the fire up a little bit so I can keep warm while I'm eating my brekkie. Right, so I've had my brew and breakfast, and cleaned the area up where I had the fire, leave no trace, you wouldn't know anybody's been here. So just about to tie my rucksack up, and then I'm going to have a bit of a mooch around the woods before going home, and continuing with sowing seeds, taking cuttings, and growing fruit and vegetables for this year's season. So just going to have another little walk round these beautiful woods before making my way home. And as many of you are probably aware, spring is quite late this year. A lot of these trees only just beginning to bud, Last year it was about 4 or 5 weeks earlier. Just beautiful. How anybody could not be touched by this in any way is beyond me. And historically, human beings have been tied to woodlands for thousands of years. In terms of gathering wood, fruit, taking animals to graze, chilling out and relaxing. A woodland is an ecosystem that we've been part of in the past. Of course, we all live in modern houses with central heating now, and we all buy our fruit from the supermarkets, and we've lost that connection with woodland ecosystems over time as we've become more and more consumers and doing more and more activities that tie us to the home. But I'd certainly say to anybody, if you've got a woodland close to your house, if you're feeling the stress and the anxiety that can be brought about by this prolonged COVID lockdown, then it makes a lot of sense to go out to the woods and to breathe and observe nature. Some beautiful blossom there. And a little bit of noise there from the road, sorry about that. Right, well, as I mentioned earlier, I've got quite a busy day planting and sowing seeds. As usual, going to try and grow as much food as possible in the garden this year. Makes an awful lot of sense growing food at the moment. Well, at any moment really, but particularly at this present juncture where we are with global supplies. We don't know the full effect that leaving the European Union is going to have on us over the foreseeable. And it also makes a lot of sense ecologically to grow as much of your own food as you can. And it's damn good fun, and you feel like you've achieved something. So, it's getting quite close to the path now, and the more light that's being let in from the path, of course, is providing light for these daffodils, which there's plenty of. And that just about wraps it up from me today, so I hope you're all staying safe and sane. And I'd like to wish you all well, and say my usual bye for now, and catch you soon. Over and out.